And I really enjoy noise. We really get wired up if y'all get wired and hired. Are y'all going to have fun tonight? What do you say?
First puller here, modified four-wheel drives, Joe Claypool out of Macon, Missouri. Chevrolet called a risky business. Joe is the test hook in this modified four-wheel drive division. He's going to have a conversation with that 300-foot flagman whether or not he wants to keep that pass, and the first puller has that option. This modified four-wheel drive division, you're going to hear about motors somewhere in the neighborhood of 650 to 700. We might have our first lead change already. It looks like he may have put it on the Chevy of Joe Claypool. Had to beat 320.26 feet.
Still an NTPA event. He normally travels, but he was going to come to Wisner.
All right, Chevrolet, folks. Ford in the lead. Chevrolet at the line, Rick Johnson. Out of Powell, Wyoming, the bad Bowtie. Not going to get there where he wants to be. So Dave Bamber's spot is safe for now. Have you ever seen a Chevrolet Hemi before, Dave? A Chevrolet Hemi? Away from Dave Bamber. Lee England and Black Thunder. Good hook for Lee, just couldn't get up there where Dave Bamber is. I tell you what, Bamber had a good pull there. So give Lee England a round of applause with the Black Thunder Ford as he's going to come up short. The key to getting that traction and getting a good start in this four-wheel drive class, of course, is to do it as quickly as possible. Get the sled moving as fast as you can without bouncing, and that's a challenge in a four-wheel drive pickup. Dean Christensen, a red hot out of Iowa. Good hook for Dean Christensen. It looks like he's right there in the same neighborhood as where Lee England ended up, maybe a little bit further down track, but Dave Bamber still safe for the moment. From this afternoon to tonight, they were working on this track. Ford time right now out of Scribner, Nebraska, Joe Smeal, the Black Magic. Just meal the Black Magic Ford out of Scribner, Nebraska. Right there around that 300-foot mark. Not going to be good enough for a victory here tonight. Dave, do we have any Dodge pickups in this class? I'm kidding. I'm just.
This looks like the who's who in the sport of pickup pulling, I'll tell you that. But I bet that changes here in a little bit.
They were really liking it earlier today, that left side. We'll see how the right side works out for Darren Chris. Nice hook for him, nice straight pass, no bounce, and he was hugging that right boundary. Still not enough to get past Dave Bamber. Somebody's running some grape fuel additive out here. Seems like, you know, that smells delicious, but I wouldn't advise drinking that.
Yeah, I had a pulling rig one night run some of that marijuana flavored fuel.
Well, it's not over here on the left side, what he was looking for. But the only guy so far in the class to fight has been Dave Bamber. Division. Tom Byers. He says, let's put the sled right in the center. Let's put it right in the middle of the track. Give me plenty of room to work. Let's see what we can do with it. Out of Watkins, Iowa, calls it Agent Orange. Good hook. He went from the center of the track towards the right side by the time he got to the 300-foot mark.
Hey, I got the Outlaw.
Dustin's got 2 wins this season. Took the win in Rock Valley, Iowa, and Cordon, Iowa as well with the Stroker Ford. Dustin Ritter, just what it looked like he was done there. He found a little extra traction. Got it a little bit further down the track. Forward, Jamie Bush, Thunderstruck. Good pull for the Thunderstruck Chevrolet, just not good enough. I tell you what, that looks like the closest one to Dave Bamber so far. The last hook there, Jamie Bush, the Thunderstruck Chevrolet, moved into the number 2 spot with his pass at 321.69. $324.31 for Richard Clark, and Redline moves him into that number 2 position. 3-0 to take the lead. They are getting closer. I think they're getting closer. They're figuring it out.
I see the Legion riders down here to my right, just off to my right in the grandstands, selling the tickets for that motorcycle. Walk around with that big signboard, take a look at it, see what you can win, Legion riders.
319.3
of those tickets. I'm going to win one of those Harleys. I've supported the American Legion here at this show for the last 5 or 6 years they've been doing that. And the odds of me winning is getting better.
Nick Christensen, Nuttin Honey out of Iowa, going to come up short. Now, Dave, what are you going to, if you win that Harley, how are you going to keep this cowboy hat on your head riding that Harley down the street?
A real cowboy can keep his hat on his head in the middle of a hurricane. I ain't got a problem with that.
He was hugging that right boundary, and he was working that wheel, seesawing that steering wheel back and forth, keep it off that right boundary line and keep a straight line going down the track. Did not have the distance, obviously, out there to get Dave Bamber. We'll see where he ended up here.
Well, while he's waiting on that advertisement, I want to once again thank the people of Nutrient Advisors for sponsoring the limited pro stock class.
320. Dave patiently waiting for that green flag. As soon as the track is clear, the track officials will turn hell loose. And twisting and going on with the aftershock Ford there. Of course, every rebound on a bounce, he was losing traction, losing contact with the track.
Well, I've got unlimited supers building up on the other side, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, one thing is for sure, a Ford pickup is going to win this modified four-wheel drive division. Give Josh Major a round of applause. He gave it a whirl, just going to come up short there with the Unfinished Business Chevrolet. .63 feet, 310.63. The Thumper. Team of Lane and Murray Thornton out of Gravity, Iowa. Got out of here with a third place finish last night. They currently lead the points. They won the points championship last season. 320.73 feet, 320.73 for Lane Thornton and Thumper. There was a point there I thought he might actually get out of the throttle and rehook Iowa with the Redline pickup. Mr. Awesome, Chevrolet out of Powell, Wyoming, Corey Johnson in the number 3 position. In fourth, Jamie Bush out of Mason City, Iowa with Thunderstruck. In the number 5 spot, Lane Thornton with Thumper. Coming in sixth, the Risky Business, Chevrolet of Joe Claypool out of Missouri. The Boss out of Mandan, North Dakota, John Yancer coming in 7th. Black Thunder out of Cheyenne, Wyoming coming in 8th. In the 9th spot, Red Hot, Dean Christensen. And rounding out the top 10, Darren Chris and Wild Child coming in that number 10 spot. And I think we've got